smart meter with the block diagram. Discuss successive ADC, signal acquisition, signal conditioning, analog to digital conversion, computation, communication. Signal acquisition. So in this first signal acquisition, what acquisition means? Collecting the data. So what it will collect? Smart meter acquires system parameters. What are the parameters? It should be accurate and continuously it required for the computation, calculation and the communication. Okay, what are the parameters it will collect? So fundamental electrical parameters such as magnitude and frequency of voltage, magnitude and phase displacement of current. Other parameters: power factor, active power, reactive power, total harmonic distortion. Voltage drop means here current into resistance. So here CT, that is CT used for sensing current, and also it will provide as a isolation from primary circuit, right? Here current sensing element is there, it is connected in a shunt. Okay, shunt resistor, current sensing shunt resistor on the current input channel, and voltage sensing, here you can see voltage divider on the voltage input channel. So here CT consumes less power compared to the shunt. CT have disadvantage. It is a non-linear phase response of the CT. It will cause a power error. Disadvantage: non-linear phase response. It will cause a power errors. So sophisticated, that means advanced or well advanced sophisticated voltage and current measuring techniques such as Rogowski coil, optical methods and all effect sensors. Next process is signal conditioning. It involves the preparation of the input signal, that is for the next step in the process ADC, that is analog to digital conversion. In this signal conditioning, so you will get the addition or subtraction, attenuation, amplification and filtering, physical. So addition, subtraction, plus or minus, attenuation, amplification. You remember the AEC. Okay, so signal, attenuation, amplification, okay, increasing, filtering if any distortion, okay, attenuation, amplification and filtering. When it comes to the physical implementation, it includes the discrete elements or combined with the ADC as a part of an integrated circuit. Okay, physical implementation, it will include discrete elements or combined with the ADC as a part of an integrated circuit. Analog to digital conversion, there are two methods here: successive approximation method and sigma method. Okay, so in successive approximation method, you can see here analog input. So here another input is coming from the digital to analog converter. It will come here and it will do the comparison. It will go to the up down counter. Okay, here clock is there, MSB, LSB, and again it is come to the next bit DAC. Okay, usually initially MSB is set to 1 and all are 0. Okay, initially MSB is set to 1 and all are 0. So then when it after that digital to analog converter output, it will whatever we get the counter, it will come to the digital to analog converter. Here analog input, it will come to the here. Okay, this is come to the comparator input. Okay, yeah, analog signal, it will come here and both analog signals will be compared. Okay, that comparison output will go to the up down counter. This process is repeated until the analog input signal become equal. Okay, so for example, this analog input is greater than this analog signal, then the MSB is set. Up down counter will set the MSB and next bit is 1. So here if the analog input signal is larger than DAC output, then the up down counter sets the MSB and the next bit to 1 and the comparison will be repeated. If analog signal is smaller than the DAC output, then MSB is reset to 0 and the next bit set to 1. The process will be repeated, I already told, process will be repeated until analog input signal is same as the DAC output. So this is a sigma delta method. Sigma delta method. Signal at A is, you can see signal at A is V reference divided by 2. Signal at A is V reference divided by 2, and from here minus V reference will come. So what will be the output at B? 3V reference divided by 2. You can see here signal at A is V reference by 2, and output of E is minus V reference. So at output of B will be V reference divided by 2 minus of minus V reference, that will be 3V reference divided by 2. So here first this A, B, okay. So here addition or subtraction will get, okay. Input signal we are giving A, and from here signal bit, single bit DAC, this is the output of single bit DAC, that is E. So here it will add or subtract, and it will go to the integrator. Next it will go to the catched comparator, latched comparator, okay. Here threshold is there, and clock frequency KFS, and digital filter sampling frequency FS. So first waveform what you get is A, okay. So this waveform is B, and this waveform is A, and this is dotted line is E, okay. This is always input, that is what A, V reference, it will not change, okay. V reference divided by 2. This is the V reference, okay. This is the V reference, and this is the V reference divided by 2. A is the V reference divided by 2. So this line is V reference divided by 2, and this is the V reference. So here plus or minus V reference, you can observe the dotted lines, dashed lines, that is a E, okay. E plus V reference minus V reference, and this B line, okay. B we get a 3V reference divided by 2, okay. Output of B is 3V reference divided by 2. So 3V reference divided by 2, this waveform, okay. And this is a threshold waveform, and this is the output of D, that is a latched comparator. The clock pulse integrator output is greater than its threshold. So output of the integrator is greater than the threshold, then it gives a logic is 1, okay. It gives logic 1, hence DAC output is plus V reference, okay. So when integrator output is greater than threshold, greater than its threshold, it gives a logic is 1. In that condition the DAC output is plus V reference. And so when it is plus V reference, what happens here? V reference divided by 2 minus of plus V reference. So the output will be minus V reference divided by 2 when output of the integrator is greater than the threshold, okay. Integrator output reduces linearly. At the next clock output of the integrator, it is greater than threshold. Output remains at 1, but this is negative feedback loop, okay. This is about the sigma delta method. Next is a computation. Computation means split into arithmetic operations on input signals. So here computation split into arithmetic operation on input signal, time stacking of data, preparation of data for communication, output peripheral, storage of data, volatile memory, temporary storage of data to support operations, non-volatile memory, that is specific information like access key, codes and unit serial number. So volatile memory is a temporary storage of data to support operations. And non-volatile memory means here specific information which is required for long years, which cannot, which should be compulsory, but that is the specific information like access key codes and unit serial number. So this is the computation system bus, firmware, memory, system controller, input output, real time clock, processor. Okay, processor, real time clock, input output, firmware, memory, system controller. Next is the input output, liquid crystal display and light emitting diode preferred for low cost and low power consumption. So that is LCD and LED. LED is preferred because low cost and low power consumption. Information in the form of text and graph for the human users. LCD and LED display are in 7-segment alphanumeric and matrix format. This is the input and output. How it will represent input and output? Either they'll use a LCD and LED for because they are low cost and low power consumption. Information in the form of either in the form of text or a graph for the human users. You can observe in the LCD display, or it will be in the so it will be displayed, text it will be displayed, graph will be available. Okay, so it will be helpful for the human users. LCD and LED display are in 7-segment alphanumeric and matrix format also. So it is a LCD, LED are the 7-segment alphanumeric and matrix format. This you have used in the small projects. Communication, public switched telephone network, power line carrier, cable, modems and Ethernet. So these two are wired, that is power line carrier, public switched telephone network, cable, modems and Ethernet. Wireless options are Zigbee, ZSM, GSM or GPRS, CDMA, cellular. These are the communication wireless options: Zigbee, GSM, GPRS or CDMA or cellular. CDMA, cellular. So when it comes to wired, cable, modems and Ethernet, PLC, telephone network.